Hi. My name is AA. My name is I Slayed AA. And you, whoever the fuck you are, don't control me and you never will. I have options. I have the option to stay single. I have the option to stay celibate for the rest of my life. I have other options that I will not, partake in because I'm not a lesbian. People like to do things to piss me off so that I react. Am I on it? I'm on it. Look at me. Do you see my face? How do I look? Do I look well to you? I do not. Do I have drugs? I do not. Do I drink alcohol? I do not. That's the worst drug out of all the drugs, except for the most addictive drug, which is nicotine. And now they have patches and stuff, or things that you can chew. What does this mean to you? Is this ironic to you? What does this mean to you? Does this mean something to you? It might mean something more to you even than you think. Look at this. Who's this? Who are these people? Who could this be? Am I in a museum right now? Listen. I don't want to hurt anyone, but the thing is, I am not obsessed with anyone. What is it like to not have a friend? And that's a lie. What is it like to not be able to speak to anyone? What is it like? Look at my face, you guys. Anyway. Nobody's talking back to me, so why should I even be writing anything? What do we do now? You are on the cross with me because you understood. A. What is this? Putrid fucking filth. I've seen all these photos, way back in the day, of people that were doing yoga. I could have easily been in this photo. Many of my friends, well, not my friends and my family personally, because they were so selfish, and they are disgusting, and they're no longer a part of my life. They have so many pictures of, and they were really cool, because I was looking up yoga mats, right, for my cousins, I guess, by marriage, right? They had a particular gentleman from the Seahawks on it. They are Seahawks mats. They are hanging up, and they're in every sport, all right? They understand what this means. I will not stop talking to my friend, even if my friend doesn't talk back to me. If you think that an album that I put together, that's an easy album, of 27 songs, the 27 Club, are you dead? I am. Well, this is what's going on. If you are so self-centered that you think that the first song that I put on there was a fuck you stunt, since we're so fucking good at stunts in this family, I suppose, if you think that was a fucked up, if you think that was personally a fucking way to say fuck you one more time because I couldn't find my own work online, do you know what I mean? It's hard for me to find my own videos and stuff online. So if you think that was me picking that song first and not the Fluffer Nutter song or something, just to say fuck you, then you are missing the point. You are missing the point that it is not just you. It is actually us in any situation. Well, not in every fucking situation, but seriously though. It is not just your pleasure. It is not just your fucking pleasure. It is not just, Laura's mean to me, so I'm gonna fucking I can take things away from her. Well, you know what? Do you want a child? Do you want more than one? Do not treat women like babies. Women are not babies. And if they're acting like babies and they're demanding things from you, if they're demanding fucking clothes or white powder, or if they're demanding fucking all of your time and energy and keeping you away from your family so that you don't even talk to your fucking family that loves you, and because women are not babies. And neither are men. Don't fucking like have some fucking slob like laying around your house fucking drinking beer all fucking day, like ordering you to like bring him his fucking shit, or like, you know, have you bring him his fucking dishes and shit, and then like he's sitting there like the song, like the Halsey song, right? Well, he's sitting there and fucking he has like 10 dishes piled up, and not only did you like do all that shit, but he's expecting you to come out, pick up his fucking dishes, while his fucking occupation is sit there and be a lazy fucking piece of shit. Well, you could be doing other things, and that's not the same as like fucking, oh, I love to cook, you know, I love to cook for my husband, you know, fucking, you know, you bring him his dish out, you know, whatever. Does he bring his dish back into the sink so that you can wash them? Maybe that's like your role, to wash the fucking dishes. You know, in a perfect world, possibly, like you'd wash the dishes together, but like fucking, sometimes people just like to wash dishes by themselves, like whatever. But does the lazy fuck, you know, because like this happened, I've just seen this happen, right? No, that was not another Laura's being mean to me. One more time, you know, she had a relationship that fucking, you know, someone wasn't respectful, and they don't understand that like in a relationship or in a role, or like when you're with someone, it's not just about you getting pleasure and then running off like a little fucking rat, like with your crack pipe or with your meth pipe because like I'm finished. You know what I mean? That's not what it is. What it is though. It is though. Can you handle this? What does a real woman look like? What is femininity? Is this feminine enough for you? I'm not Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter is her own thing. I am not a lesbian. I will let you know in the future if you are that fucking lucky. And you're a straight man, right? Are you a good man, though? Are you a good man? Are you? I was raised at a time, the Zennial thing, right, where we're supposed to like spring out and surprise people. That sweet spot in time where people started honestly raising their kids more gender neutral, right? Between 1978 and 1985. You know what I mean? My mom and dad were egalitarian equals, right? But my mom was way too pushy with him. There were so many times where he could have been more assertive with her. That doesn't mean that, oh, I'll hurt her feelings. She was a little baby and she did not command attention. I command respect, and if I get attention, it's because I deserve it. And the people that are haters are the ones that are like, the people that are hating on me are the ones that are like, what is it about her that I see that I fucking am not comfortable with in myself? Or what is she doing that I'm not doing, so she's reaping all the rewards that I'm not reaping? Why? So, what I realized in this situation, listen, honestly, you cultivate friendships, you cultivate relationships. You should have seen my friend's face when I wrote that shaman song about him, because he was way less mature back then than he is now. Do you want to know why? Because the whole time that he had like a family, his mom was dysfunctional and immature. His dad was not as dysfunctional, but extremely immature and like left his family. So he never felt safe. He was never around a male role model that was a good role model, and he was never around a female role model that was a safe role model, or I don't like manipulation. You know what I hate more than anything? When I see little kids and they grow up to be grown men and grown women, right? That is what we are here for, right? You know, I hope to talk to so many people like in the NFL and stuff. I've been contacting the Bills, and like I have a few friends in the NFL. They've been lucky enough to be blessed with a position of influence that they have, right? Some people like Josh Allen, right, understands that he has a position of influence and that it is important for him to keep his nose clean and also to show up. Like, do you know what, like, show up, like, with all of these haters? What does it mean to be humble, right? It's something that, if you think about it, like, that's a good thing. You can detach from that a little bit. But, I mean, if you understand that you've worked towards your greatness and that you are great because you've put the work in, it is okay if people ask you to say, I had excellent instructors. Why am I upset? I am technologically illiterate. I don't know how to do a screenshot. I do know that sometimes, listen, I'm not going to bitch right now. Let me reiterate one more time that certainly is the point. If you indeed believe that, like, putting an album together and just by happenstance, like the Shaman song, which is about another particular gentleman and the dysfunction of not understanding that not only in a ritual, but also in a relationship, that it is an us and it is not a just me, and that it is like not just my pleasure, but it is also your partner's pleasure, then like that was the perfect thing for me to do, because like in all actuality, like that's the problem, like that's the dysfunction. No, I just happened to find the Shaman song before the Fluffernutter song, and don't you think that I didn't go back and think, like right after I put that together, like, you know what, this might actually hurt someone's feelings that wants to be in a future relationship with me. But then the songs just flowed. It flowed from that song to the next song, which is also like very emotional about, you know, when people do things because they're on drugs. Like, it's not wrong to be bisexual. It's not wrong to, like, you know, that is absolutely, like, you know, your preference. But if you're doing things because you're on drugs that aren't your preference, it's because of the drugs. And that hurts people. And then the Fluffernutter song came on, right? No, it was not a direct hit. It was not a direct, I'm shaking. Do you see me shaking? No, I am not comfortable. I am not comfortable. Look at my skin. Everybody is like that too, by the way, except for the people that didn't understand what the fuck to do. It is not going to be like this much longer. But I'm going to stop bitching right now. And it's not a bitch fest. Who's bitching? Whoever thinks that they are so fucking... Who is so vain that they think that Laura Harmon just wants to seriously tell you to get fucked, and that, you know, she just wishes... You know what? I don't make videos that address haters. Listen, here's the deal, though. If you need iodine, take your iodine. I even put a drop in my kitty's dish. And, just let me play, please. Do you know what I mean? Like, who are you? Who the fuck are you, though? Like, do I have to answer to any other fucking person to be like, will you please let me play my game, please? Will you please let me will you please not sabotage my game, please? And then sometimes, like, things work out where it's not sabotage, it works out better. But the thing is, all right, well, here's Simon. I was talking about like all the I was talking about all the people that were in the photos that were black and white photos of like how they were, going on a spiritual fast and like doing all their yoga. And I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool. Like, I could have done a photo like that also. That's really, it just shows like spiritual discipline, right? There are no like pictures about like all of us right now like this, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, because like we're not trying to showboat or something. Like, it's not showboating, it's just like a spiritual discipline. No, like the last thing I want to do is be somebody that whines about things. And the last thing I want to do is actually hurt anyone. Is that obvious? I hope. I'm shaking. Do you want to know why? Should I address, like, I was almost wondering, like, should I address how I feel right now compared to, like, maybe how somebody else feels? Why would I do that, though? So that they could completely understand, like, what's going on with me? The greatest sight is seeing someone that you love be well, knowing that they went through a hard spot or several, like, difficult times in their life. Anyway, no, that album wasn't just to like tell you go get fucked. And uh, the point of the song was the sacred women are not lost, right? And the sacred man is before me now. Oh, I get that now. No, but it's just like you know what? There's value to that song. Some songs don't have value. Don't ask, don't tell, and something shouldn't be told is a thing, right? Um, we are angry about like certain things. I'm not a bully. Let's put it that way. I'm not a bully. I'm just a person that is very uncomfortable in my own skin. You can tell uh, right now. Not in the way that like someone that's uncomfortable in their own skin because they don't know who they are is. Um, oh, like okay, well, now I realize like everybody that was going on a spiritual cleanse and working so hard was making space for um, things to be better in the future, right? So like we're making space, or we made space for that, right? Uh, and here's the thing, like I don't know how many ways that I could say please don't fuck with my phone, or please don't mess with what belongs to me. Um, at this point, yes, I will just give in because like that's what you want, right? I'll just give in and be like, sure, I already know that you're looking at my phone. What does it matter, right? Uh, well, uh, at this point, I'm just wondering if it's like actually a whole team that's like sabotaging my phone or if it's like one person. I hope that everyone knows that I don't have contact with anyone in my family and I write messages to the friend that I wrote the song about, right? But it's just like people have problems with intimacy. I am a person that hopes to heal people when it comes to understanding and learning what intimacy is because of the time frame that I was born. My family and I were so close, and intimacy is not just like it's not people think mistake like intimacy with sex. I haven't been following anything that is going on with the E files, right? Um, it's garbage that I really don't want to think about and have it occupy my brain. I know some people are like they're living that like and they're writing all over online and stuff. Intimacy is so important. You tune in on podcasts and stuff. For example, like the Tony Hinchcliffe one, right? Who I'm a fan of his, and I've addressed him before as a friendly peer, saying I think it's unnecessary to talk about like pedophiles, like fucking kids, like pedophiles, like constantly, like as everyday conversation. When I was young, when I was growing up, pedophilia, pedophiles, as in like a comedy show, like on a regular basis, was not appropriate and not funny, and it still is not. I pick up my kitty and I hold him more than I think some like maybe 12-year-olds were ever held in their lives, you know? I was thinking of um, like the idea of a family bedroom. Like, you know, there's certain times where mom and dad are alone. Maybe we shouldn't be making love like, you know, seriously. Well, I mean, when I was growing up, like everybody might have heard their parents having sex. Like it wasn't I understood what was going on and like it means that they loved each other and stuff and like but they it sounds kind of weird. All of us, I think, might have heard our parents having sex. Do you know what I mean? But you know what I know is that they had so much intimacy and respect, and like they were really happy with each other. Let's put it that way. There was no shaman song situation. You know, so we have to be able to talk about these things. But I do believe in like a family bedroom where, you know, I don't have TVs in my house besides the TV in my living room. My home is a healing facility. It honestly is, and they kind of count that as a healing facility. I apologize if I've been like a very ornery. I do have to keep that into consideration. I'm feeling better today. I'm sure you just tried to set me off by who are you to do that though? I'm hurting somebody that's already injured, I suppose. You know what I used to say to my friends? Stop hitting yourself. I don't have brothers and sisters. I'm not used to like maybe like annoying kind of like fucking like pick at you humor type thing like that's like like I'm not used to that and I seem so like intense and so serious because I spend 24 hours a day in solitude. Uh, so if you think that I'm not a person that likes to have fun, or that I'm not funny, or that I'm too serious. I don't feel well. I don't feel well, and everyone that's supposed to protect me is or has been using me for monetary gain. Uh, like a cow, right? All right, well, um, I understand that role playing is a thing, obviously. What do I hate, though? How people can take people's power away without them even knowing in a situation, while also simultaneously taking their own power away and destroying their own relationship. Whether it seems like it on the surface, there is so much resentment in a situation like that. I don't like the terminology of like, are you a top, are you a bottom, or all this shit. I'm a heterosexual female who can be on the top or on the bottom, and like whatever other ways I want to be. Like I can do a handstand and stuff. I used to be able to. My weight's all weird. My center of gravity is different. Okay, well, trigger me again. Is that a thing? It's just so cool when Laura's triggered, though. I am not like a submissive female. I've been told that. I'm not trying to be like a top or a bottom. If people come up to me that I don't even know, like so many sexual situations are like, hey, like you would be the best submissive female and stuff. And I'm like, that scares me, first of all. And second of all, put chains on me. And if you put chains on me, I will break them. And that's the point. That's supposed to be the kink, which is not a kink, I guess. I was never part of that kind of life, right? Put chains on this. Put chains on this. Or like fucking, like, and like, and expect me not to like fucking, or like do something like that. Like, and like see, like, don't do something like that, what I'm saying, but like, and see, like, fucking, like, and that maybe like, and so many people are watching this are probably beating their dick to it, like fucking people that like I fucking talk to, like they haven't talked to in 20 years. I'm like, hey, I really liked you in high school. Uh, what's going on with you? Oh, well, I'm like, I think I asked you out a couple times, or like, I wish we would have dated in high school. And he's like, yeah, well, that's cool. Do you mind taking your shirt off right now so I can beat my dick? Like, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I haven't seen you in 25 years. I'm like, I'm just trying to tell you, I thought you were the nicest person. I'm like, I thought you were so cute. And you were just like, you know what I mean? In hindsight, I'm like, he was kind of an asshole, kind of. And he's like, well, I mean, so then you don't mind like taking your shirt off and so I can beat my dick to you right now, right? And I'm like, no, like you can't do that. So, and this is what like the 13-year-old, like the 12-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, right, are dealing with. I see the shadow. Are dealing with like, it's not just like go online and yes, I mean, I've taken some nude videos but never posted them like on an OnlyFans or anything. And I know better now, so maybe like a few years ago. So yes, that is a thing that like a few, like for a few friends, like fucking like because I'm a human being. And now like in hindsight, not only am I thinking like, you know, that's not necessary for me to do that, even if it was like 2 or 3 videos, like in my whole entire lifetime kind of thing. Not every single day, like fucking pounding my pussy, like on camera for 24 hours a day, like for change, you know, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Like I've seen things like that, you know, like from friends, like having it on or something. And it's like, I am a female. Yes, I'm a female. I am a female, and I am not a part of that like bondage life or anything, but like, yeah, like the thing about bondage life though is that my real life is bondage. You understand that? I've been bound here for a while from my family too, like that controls all my money. Like fucking someone's paying me like enough to get by and also give a little to my friends that might be like in places you know, well, my Uncle Paul shouldn't be where he is, but I have a friend that's in jail that didn't have to, who decided to be violent with cops. And so he's been in there for like 9 years. All right, well, astrological signs, we know water signs are sensitive, right? The kink isn't really like fucking keep people in bondage. It's more like seeing them break themselves free. And I'm not even part of that life to understand mentally that that's what it is. And the beauty of that is that it's not a kink. I don't encourage people. I don't. I'm not a spokesperson for anything, but I don't encourage people to. I hate this. I do hate this though, kind of. Like, why should I speak on these things? I would never go on a site that was like that. I mean, the kitty. Don't encourage people to like give their freedom away, and it's like what they want to, but why would we encourage people that's dysfunctional to encourage someone to give their freedom away? But like, okay, like all you bondage people that are like real bondage people, I have friends that are into it. It needs to be stopped. Like definitely, like from the way that they're doing it, because it's like bodily fluids are involved. Oh, whoops. And fucking, they're renting out hotel rooms and stuff. Everyone's a consensual adult. It's like the way my friends talk about it. How am I like the bondage fucking how? Oh, I see how I'm the bondage spokesperson of like the United Nations. Nikki, right? What's up? There it is. Have it your way, Kiki. Okay, well, I'm on it. See how I'm on it? Does it take somebody like me that like isn't a part of that life at all, but to completely like understand it, I guess, at this point? There are so many phonies in this world. And there are so many people that are, there are people that are ignorant, and there are people that are like naive, and then there are people that are a combination of ignorant and naive until they realize that they're having their freedom taken away on their own, which is admirable. Like in so many, like I mean, more than admirable. You know what I mean? It's a victory for everyone that wants them around them. Like, also, by the way, have a threesome with this. Fucking, I dare you. I dare you to have a fucking threesome with this. Seriously? Have a threesome with this. Fucking, are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? So I apologize for saying the thing about like being puffy and like feeling uncomfortable. I think that like if I wake up in the morning, like and stuff's going on my phone, it's like what I don't realize is that like maybe someone loves me and like they can't physically be here to talk to me. So it's like they can do stuff on the computer, and like I don't know how to do that. So okay, like so now I'm realizing, first of all, I'm not a mean-spirited person that's like so childish. That's the thing though, like about the song and everything, it's not childish. And it is hard hearing about people's histories and like their past, like their sexual past, whatever. Well, fucking like very. And like, should I change the album around so that like it doesn't hurt like someone's feelings or not have it on the album at all? I mean, do you want me to take it off? Like, actually, it's not. Oh, fucking A. It's a teaching tool. It's a teaching tool, the whole fucking thing. What did I learn? Why did he just come in the window and now he wants to go outside again? I don't know. No, yeah, like to all of my friends that are also feeling uncomfortable because they made the space for ancestors, seriously, and like maybe some of our friends while they were like making it, you know. We need to teach our friends like the reason don't let the assholes run the show. How about that? Don't let the assholes run the show. Which is why this is happening to me. Like, and I'm not talking about a particular gentleman. I'm talking about like, you know, some ancestor, an ancestor or two. So, you know, if you came to me and like we're in the privacy of my own home, or even if like you wanted to say it out loud and say, you know what, I don't look like myself and I feel so uncomfortable. I'm so ornery because, well, just because, I would say, I feel that. I feel you, okay? So here's your video. Peace.